This is the CLIMACO podcast.
It's not for everybody.
That whole entire thing was such an amazing thing where long term now, like me and God have those conversations and those type of things and the visions that he provide me. And I know it's going to be something, mind blowing to this world, but also how I see it too is like, hey, if you want to give it to me, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about it. Like, I'm not, literally I remember, even with my new spot right now, it was, I had a certain situation that happened to me with one of my CPAs and stuff like that. So I'm dealing with some legal things with them, but it was to a point where I was like, okay, cool. I'm pretty much using one of my last to actually do all this moving, all this different type of stuff. And something just told me like, bro, take this money, put this money inside the market. That's it. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm taking a gamble on myself. I'm doing it. I took this money, I put it in the market. 24 hours later, I paid all of my moving expenses, paid for the new apartment, paid for all of the bills that I have for the whole entire month. I paid for everything. And
you still keep that money.
I still keep that money in 24 hours.
That's incredible.
And all I could have do was when I did it and I took the money out, I guess was standing there and I'm between laughing, I'm between crying, I'm between like, bro, like, yo, what's going on? Like, what's the fuck going on? But then I was like, when I looked at it too, I'm like, God, I asked you to help me out and you guys helped me out. And I feel as if like when people need to understand that your circumstances can change literally overnight if you have that faith, but also if you just have that determination to make it happen.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Man, you're so powerful, bro. You really are. Fuck.
Man, I don't think I'm that powerful. I'm just a regular guy that do extraordinary things, man.
Well, you are powerful enough to allow him to work through you.
Yeah, I try to. I feel as if being able to take accountability and also being able to move forward, I think that's one thing that I'm really, proud about. I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, but I feel as if at the end of the day, you still got to move forward.
Yeah.
You still got to, continue to moving forward, continue to push. And then it's going to be a point where you're able to persevere long enough where everything is just smooth out. But I think a lot of people, when they now have to, do that fight, they get a little bit stagnant because it's like, yo, what's the point in doing it? To me, it's not the point in doing it. It's just doing it. Like, let's get it out of the way. Whether it's give me something good or bad, at least I did it. At least I understood. Like, one thing I can say about myself is if you quit, that's automatic failure. You never know what's going to be on the, there's like two versions you can look at it, or three.
Yeah.
Like, and I look at this as with trading also. I can either make money or I can lose money. But at the end of the day, at least I know the outcome of the two. It's either making money or losing money. It is what it is. So am I able to live with those two outcomes? Okay. So that's how I look at it.
Are you an Avengers fan?
Marvel, yeah, I see the Captain America, aspect of that. But Avengers, no. I don't think I'm really a main, Avengers guy. I'm not saying that I don't like the movies, but like a lot of people.
You understand it, but you know about it.
Yeah,
right?
I know about it. Yeah.
Okay. This is Thor's hammer. Okay. In order to be able to lift Thor's hammer, you got to be worthy.
Yeah.
Right. So do me a favor. Hold on to this hammer for me.
You want me to take it home?
If you want to.
It's a nice hammer, man.
It's nice, right?
Yeah.
It's nice weight to it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those little props. It's actually
Right.
Yeah, you can actually knock somebody out with this, bro.
You really can.
So for y'all invaders, you gotta be careful, man. This Thor hammer got some weight to it.
You are most definitely someone worthy.
Of course.
What would you say to someone who feels unworthy and unvalued? What would you say to open that door for them, to allow them to walk in and understand and feel their own worthiness?
That's a very good question. Like that's a real good question. And I feel as if honestly, you gotta be almost like Michael Jackson, man in the mirror. Go inside the mirror right there, look at yourself, and you have to figure out what you want. I feel as if personally, a lot of individuals, they're living based on families' wants and needs or families' perspectives, based on what they see social media perspectives is, but they're so programmed on and influenced by others that they really don't understand and truly figure out what they want or what they need. And that's something that I'm also myself going through and figuring out like, yo, I don't want this, I don't want that. And you have to figure that out through experience. If you don't feel as if you're worthy or you're not valued, do things that makes you valued, that makes you value yourself. So like for instance, if you are, and we can keep it simple, if you don't like the way that you look and you don't feel as if like, yo, this is not the proper, way for me or whatever, well, do something to make you look better so that you can value yourself more. Whether that may be going inside the gym, whether that may be you doing liposuction, whatever result make you feel better, go ahead and do it. That doesn't mean that you can take the shortcut or whatever and all that. For me, I go to the gym. I want to try and, work off the fat or whatever. I gain a lot of pounds. But, hey, do whatever whatever gets that result for you to actually value yourself. When I look back at everything that I've actually done inside this whole entire time frame, I've done so many things in 3 years since I've been here inside America that is pretty much unheard of. When I first came to America, I actually got a job opportunity on the Bahamas, and I was actually inside one of Grant Cardone's groups. So he had a free Facebook group, and what I was doing was I was literally making posts and asking everybody who wants a website to be designed. So people were hitting me up. I got people in Australia, and I'm doing like the consultations, whatever. Like I said, money needs to get made. Hustling. It was this woman, Monet Long. She's like my adopted mom. She wanted me to actually help her with all of her business. She had like 6 or 7 companies, multimillionaire lady. And she was like, and I told her, like, we was on a Zoom call, and she's like, oh, she need me there. Like, you could do all this for me. I want you around me. I was like, yo, don't tell me that because I'm on the next flight out. And so be it. She paid for my ticket. She gave me a place to stay, whatever, and all that. And when I left from Bahamas, I kissed my grandmother goodbye, did all my little things, but I left on a one-way ticket and $1,000. That was it. And I did what I had to do to come here, get what I had to get done. At $1,000 now, allowed me to have my own car, allowed me to have my own place, allowed me to actually impact so many different people, abroad, here, back at home. So it's like, for people who don't value or see their worth, understand that you have a whole entire life to live. Your circumstances can change literally. Coming from a little old kid from Bahamas, third world country, losing both of his parents, hustling. I'm here on a podcast. People want to hear what I have to say. So it's like, that. Why can't it be anybody else? And that's something that I learned by seeing everybody. Like, when I look at Q Banks, when I look at these other creators, when I look at not even just creators, athletes, when I look at like some of my friends that are, way off successful, I look at them, I don't look at them like, oh, I idolize them. Like, I'm not an idolizer. I'm a guy, if he could do it, I could do it too. He ain't nothing different, he ain't nothing special.
Yep.
Like, I'm the type of dude, like for instance, you could go ahead and do a whole half-court short and you're a professional basketball player. I'm like, oh, yo, hold my bear. I can do it too. Like, it may take me a little bit longer to get it done, but I'm going to still be able to do it because everybody's human. We all bleed the same. No one bleed no green color, blood or whatever. Like, we all bleed the same. So we all have, a brain, eyes, such. It just may take you a little bit harder time, but it doesn't mean that it cannot get done. It doesn't mean that.
Man, you are so inspirational. Seriously, I cannot wait to see what you do next. You have touched and will touch so many lives. Your story is powerful. You're powerful. You're driven. You're determined. you're gonna kill it, bro.
The right environment, I think I'll do more than just kill it. But I feel as if, and that's a hint to you guys too. Sometimes your environment may be stunting you, but you got to make sure that the conditions is right. Success is always made on the right conditions. And if you study all of the greats, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, successful billionaires, or you're not guys even successful billionaires like you're successful. You have your whole clinic, you have your podcast, and people don't understand the version of success or their definition of success is
Right.
quantified by money.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be quantified by money.
No,
Where-
happiness and joy.
Yeah,
and peace.
happiness and joy and peace.
Freedom.
Exactly. So like if you look at the different conditions of what make that person successful on their own right, a lot of people can realize that, bro, I'm already successful as it is.
Yes.
Comparison is a thief of joy.
Whew.
Why would I want to go ahead and compare what Bill Gates got going on, whatever, X, Y, and Z? Bill Gates may have all the money in the world, but that doesn't mean that he's happy. He may be dealing with so many different
Even
things.
he got divorced.
Yeah, so many different things, and that doesn't make him the happiest or whatever and all that. He may be painting all these different things on social media and painting a lie to you guys, but at home he probably crying at night. You never know.
You never
so
know.
you can't compare what someone else got going on to your life. And that's why I always tell people, just focus on what you got. Focus on making what you got better.